Sippin' and Strummin'. Whoa, whoo, yeah. Howdy, sippers. What's up, strummers? It's Brad, back episode 16, I believe. Sippin' and Strummin'. How y'all doing? I truly hope you're well. Beautiful early October morning here. Maybe mid 60s, low 60s, sun, gorgeous. Sipping some hot apple cider, some salted caramel hot apple cider. Had a few drinks last night with Cambry. Watched a scary movie, and so I'm taking it easy today. It's hockey season. Penguins won their home opener. There's a game tonight I'll be watching from the comfort of my own couch. My favorite time of year. They're doing some construction next door. They sold this house, so I think you might hear some, it's coming through the mic, you might hear some, no mommy's way, no mommy's way. I don't know what you'll hear, but you might hear something like that, so I apologize if that's the case. What have you been up to? Went camping last week or week and a half ago for a few days, few nights up in Wisconsin, Eagle, Wisconsin with Cam. We love it up there. We go to the outdoor gun range that's up there in Eagle, and we shoot clay pigeons with the 20 gauge, and we have a good time. It's not that private, though, We like this. It's like a walk-in site, so you park the car. It's probably about, I think Cam timed it at 2.5, 3 minute walk from the car into the site. And you can hear the highway kind of from trucks with their air brakes on at night and all times of the day. That's really annoying. And there is a dog kennel, daycare or a kennel or something, maybe a mile away across the highway. So there's some periods of barking through the day. One morning at it turned out to be about 6:10 because I looked at my phone, but just the dogs were going wild. Maybe that's prime drop-off time or something, I don't know. And I looked out of my tent, I had the rain fly off, and you could see everything was beautiful. And there was just this pea soup, right? This fog all over. Maybe visibility was 40 yards or something. And I said, I'm going to go fish. I'm not going to try to go back to bed right now, so I'm going to go fish. And it's off season, so there really weren't too many people up there. I mean, I was the only one at the lake at one point. So I got my hip waders, and I got in the car and went down to the lake, and it was just beautiful. I waded out up to about the chest, and still kind of dark. You could see, the fog, the lake was just glassy, so calm. And you could see the sun start to come up in the distance slowly over 20 minutes, just beautiful. But I was fishing this weed line of these cattails, and I threw this whopper plopper out there. It's like, it has a little propeller on it. It's a surface lure, so it floats on the surface, and it makes bubbles, which attracts and probably annoys fish. And man, this just underwater, this bass nailed it, and that was fun. Pulled that guy in. Wasn't a lunker, but it was a nice little fight, and it was fun. Bass, I think, a lot of fish usually. They eat your lure for a few reasons. One is they're hungry. One is early in the season, if they're on beds, they're spawning beds and they're defensive, and you're throwing baits in and around and over and on their spawning bed, they'll aggressively hit, your bait. So annoying. Or if you just annoy them, if you run something past them a bunch, sometimes they'll just be like, fuck this thing, which I can relate, because if the Dude Wipes commercial was, if I were a bass and it was bait, I would fucking be annoyed at that thing, Drop your drawers and show off your Dude Wipes clean undies. I see that commercial every 42 seconds on YouTube, and it drives me fucking crazy. So I would strike at that thing if that were bait. really, when you think about it, we're not so different, bass and us. Humans and bass, I guess. We all just respond to bait, right? They're just trying to they just throw bait in front of us. The companies, the government, the whatever, people, commercial, whether it's like, I don't know, they throw like a Betty White Snickers, they're drop shotting a little Betty White Snickers in front of your face commercial, trying to get you to buy that. Maybe they're trolling a boner pill in front of you. See that thing go by? Ooh, tiger's blood or rhino horn or whatever it is. Ooh, and they, they got, they got no payments for 6 months, no financing on a new love seat. They got that tied on a bobber there, like a fat night crawler right in front of your face. Buy a large pizza, get some breadsticks for free. We're just trying to, dodge, the bait that they're throwing in front of us, really, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I don't think we're that different. Maybe bass are smart, who knows? I mean, you can't really talk to them, right? You can't talk underwater. You ever try to talk underwater? That ain't easy. And they can't write underwater, obviously, because paper gets real soggy in water, so you can't really write. I don't think computers work in the water, so we can't really ask them what they're thinking about. Oh, and they don't have hands, obviously. Those are some differences. But I think the main difference probably between bass and us is the pruning thing. I don't think bass prune, when they're in the water all day like we do. But I really love camping and pissing in the woods and smelling like campfire and cooking steaks on making Cam made biscuits. We made biscuits for the first time in a cast iron. Delicious. They got, like down the road, if you really need to, they got the shitters. They got really nice, shower and stall facilities for men and women down there at the bathroom. They have a couple of bathrooms throughout the campsite if you really need to, go down there. Because you do tend to, drink a little bit and eat a bunch of shit when you're camping. You might have Hershey, but shit that you would never eat at home. You might have, chocolate and marshmallows and salt and vinegar chips and bourbon and beers. It's just, you're laying there in your tent at night and you just wake up with this, the perfect storm in your tummy. So anyway, you might have to run down there. And why is it that these places, man, it was so clean, so nice, no, but the toilet paper in these fucking places, lots of places, even some restaurants and like places, it's like, can we find the cheapest shit? It was like invisible. This toilet paper was invisible, Like I was like miming, it was like, it was wild. It's crazy. You're just wiping your ass with your hand at the end there. What else was fun? Oh, the Yellow Jackets. God dang, are they a problem? I like to fancy myself an outdoors person for being a lifelong city guy, but the Yellow Jackets, golly, Cam makes fun of me. She's just reading or eating, and they're just flying in her mouth, flying on her head, and she'll just maybe give a little wave to them or whatever. I'm like, well, how can you not just want to kill that? Well, they're just doing what they do. They don't know. One thing I love about her, she's God, she loves the animals, all sizes, and the insects. Me, I hate those things. Spiders, I don't care about. Like lots of most bugs, most anything, I just leave alone. I see, the drain bugs or the spiders in my bathroom, and when I turn on the light in the morning, in the middle of the night to pee, and there's, those little million-leg water bugs are down by the drain, I let them go. They're eating insects. They're doing their thing. Bumblebees, cute-ass, big, heavy bumblebees that can hardly even fly. They big asses around. Love them. Little honeybees, I love them. Those yellow jackets, though, man. Those wasps. Fucking the bees in the striped pajamas, I call them. Those things are nasty. I would love to craft the final solution for those fucking guys. I kill them, especially when they like to be around sugar, around your cups and shit. So like they'll just be floating. And even at work too, they get on all the syrup bottles, and I'll just bang real fast. I'll slap them with my hand, and they'll fall on the ground, and I'll squish them. Like dozen a shift or something. I was yanking them all over the place at camping until I got in trouble. But one of them at work, I smacked off of a syrup bottle that fell on the ground. I took a lime, I ceviche'd his ass, put it on there. He was like, no, ay caramba. Yeah, I hate those things, man. Golly, I hate them. But there was a dude at the bar, speaking of concentration camps and the striped pajamas, this guy at the bar the other day that ordered a Polliner Oktoberfest Guinness half and half. And I said, okay, man, I'll do that for you. I said, I don't know if you know this, though, but a lot of the concentration camp, like Buchenwald, was filled mostly with Jews, enemies of the state. Of course, we all know that. And people that mix German beer with fucking Guinness, man. And he was like, nah. I was like, hey, man, read up on it. You should read. What else? I saw something sad the other day. I was in the grocery. You probably have all seen it. And just the people that buy the scratch-offs or the tear-offs. Are they scratch-off tickets out of the vending machines that are in the lobby there? Like you got your Coinstar. You got your little, what do you call those? Your little Lark, your scooters with the basket on them for the people that don't move so well. And then you got these, used to be the Red Box, remember the DVD rentals too, but now you got these scratch-off lottery vending machines, and they just buy them and stand over the garbage can, scratch them, let them fall in the garbage, scratch them, let them fall in the garbage. And I'm like, golly, is that fucking sad. Sometimes I remember seeing people there's QRs, like there's a scanner code on some of them, and you can just beep, you don't even scratch them off, beep, throw it away, beep, throw it away, beep, you can see if it wins or not. That is sad. That is sad. But that's like going to a nice restaurant or spending an hour in your apartment in your house and cooking a really fucking nice dinner for yourself. Looks so good. And then just walking in the bathroom and scraping it into the toilet. This don't make no sense. Anyway, so I was thinking of sad songs, like like I don't know. I was just thinking some of the saddest songs I could think of, and this one, of course, is the saddest. Is one of my favorite sad songs. I'm not even sure what it's about. And I think it's probably it's about a breakup, obviously, but some of the lyrics are wild. But it's, come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry, you don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Take me back to the start. Coldplay, The Scientist. Man, that song's pretty and sad. Some songs, you don't even, the lyrics don't even really matter. Just the whole fucking vibe of the song just vibrates in you, and you know it's sad. That's one of them. Another one, of course, I came up with is Played Out As It May Be. When you think about when this came out, cidery is would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Right, that one was sad. His fucking, a little out of tune. His son had fallen out a window. You know, he dropped his son off, Clapton, after the circus. And I guess his ex-wife or wife at the time or something, I think it was just a girlfriend, wasn't there, and the cleaning woman had some floor-to-ceiling windows open. Oh yeah, I was way out of tune. And his fucking like 3-year-old son, Connor, just tumbled 52 stories outside a high-rise in Manhattan and squashed on a roof. Yowza. That's sad. Then he writes that fucking ball buster, that tearjerker. Also inspired that one of the crudest jokes ever, right? Which was, what's the difference between a baby and a bag of cocaine? Eric Clapton would never drop a bag of cocaine out the window. So tasteless. Let's see, what else? One of the saddest lines in a song I think I've ever heard is, lullabies, look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and last, look at how the time goes past, but I'm all alone at last, rolling on to you. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Oh, look at my eyes and you can tell that's true. Doesn't mean that much to mean that much to you. Golly, that's fucking sad. Neil Young. Doesn't mean that much to mean that, doesn't mean that much to me to mean that much to you. Of course, I think the saddest song that has ever probably been written, though, is, I think you've heard it probably, just fucking brings a tear to my eye every time I hear it, is Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer, for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd take her if I had one wish. She's been gone since last summer. Last summer. That melody's wrong, but you know that song. New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food really makes me sick. I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer, for the summer. That song makes me throw up in my mouth every time I hear it, from sadness and from anger. I think that's all, y'all. I hope you're well. Oh, you know what? I was going to play one of the songs that I wrote. I forgot the harmonica, though, over there. I'm unprepared. But it's when a friend of ours passed last year or something, and I was just messing around on the piano. I wrote this tune, and it's just like a... I feel like crying today, and I feel like crying today. So if you see me, just walk away. I feel like flying today, and a million miles away, so you can't see me. You can't try to save me. And the harmonica part would be. Anyway, that's on. I'll put a link down there in the what do you call it? The comments or the header or the description of the YouTube video. It was a rainy day at work a couple years ago, or whenever I wrote this a year ago, maybe a couple years ago now, I don't know. And so I just made a little video. It's with the full production. I played some keys in it. I did some bass, some drums, and harmonies and vocals. And it came out pretty well. I like it. So if you want to check it out, it's called Feel Like Crying Today. I'll put the link to the video down there. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Sending love. Bye-bye.
Sippin' and Strummin'.